Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm very excited to see what we have cooking up for us as this goes on because, man, Burning and Newberry, that was the first set of the night for us too. And I'm still seeing new things in each game, bit by bit. These two do not disappoint in the slightest.
Not at all. We were both sort of up in our chairs, exclaiming like that was a thrilling set to watch. But another thrilling set ahead of us. Speaking of, we are going to see Unladen versus Borb, two very seasoned Amis players. Let's see how the
Mhm.
first match goes on Reskin Merchant Port.
Yeah, I mean, only time will tell. Right now, both Unladen and Borb just trying to feel each other out. Rano versus Forsburn, a very, very volatile matchup. The first person to get a stock will absolutely control not just the pace of the match, but the pace of the set. This is very, very important. You have to be very careful with that first, that first stock, really.
What I love watching, especially about with these guys, our Ranos in OC play very, very differently. You've got Red Shell Meerkat, who's generally a much more methodical sort of player. But from my experience before, Borb is much, much faster, taking a lot more stage control, not afraid to run in, not afraid to throw a few moves out if they catch. That punish can be extremely deadly. I mean, we already see Unladen here, 113%, and a tongue catch might be enough to start something, not quite finding the stock though.
Yeah, and right now, Borb just looking for that up strong. You can see they want it so, so badly. Continuing with these back airs, with these needles, looking for the edge guard. And the up strong, once again, throwing it out. But, if at first you don't succeed, try again. 4 times the charm, but first time's the charm for a down strong, it seems. As Lane's going to take that one very, very swiftly.
Sometimes the best way to take a hit is to throw one right back, and that's exactly what Unladen did, being able to find a stock like that very, very cleanly. And right now, I mean, Borb's just sort of racking up percent slowly and slowly. Unladen with a parry, though, setting Borb far off stage. We saw a good edge guard from Borb before, using the needles to break the clone. Interesting technique I hadn't seen before. But how is Unladen gonna handle their edge guard situation?
Yeah, I mean, right now we can see that it seems very textbook, very tried and true, and the up strong still not gonna kill, but a huge amount of smoke means a huge amount of stage control for the Forsburn. Right now, Borb just trying to find some way how to get back onto the solid ground, but Unladen not gonna give it to them.
Couldn't get back on slow ground, but straight back to the blast zone. Unladen's very own back here, tried and true with Forsburn. It's always the menace you have to look out for when you're off stage on high percent. But Borb shows that an up strong can be even more deadly, finding a nice, quick, just the old tried and true down tilt into up strong, and will keep the pressure going, already building Unladen back up to even percent.
Yeah, but you can see Unladen's just looking for, the game 5 style reads where you've already downloaded your opponent after such a long time. But this is game number 1, as, you're still just trying to find some way back onto stage, trying to find some way how to regain the control of this match.
Unladen managing to weave the way through the menace that was those needles, now at 125% and slowly climbing due to poison. But a beautiful area of the tongue will be enough to send offstage with down strong. Borb does get back though, and the back air is what will take the first game.
Yeah, and Borb just another lease at life, just barely able to eke that one out. That's such an unfortunate down strong for Unladen, because if you get a tongue parry, that's a fully charged down strong, 100%. But, unfortunately does not recognize that barely in time. But either way, game number 1 out of the way. Where you go, Diamond Grove, a very interesting choice here, a very good stage for Rano, but Forsburn not able to get Pineapple makes this actually very strong. If your opponent's not used to being able to come back from any of those spikes.
I mean, it will be definitely a little bit of a matchup. I don't know how much Borb really has experience, as you were saying, Forsburn on Diamond Grove. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But Borb currently just off stage, putting in so much pressure with the forward airs, tried and true. And that will be
Oh.
enough. Just a forward strong catching from the recovery will be enough to take Unladen's first stock.
Yeah, I mean, either way, Unladen just trying to find some way how to get back into this game, back into this set. Right now, getting juggled a lot. Beautiful parry from Borb. He's just able to get a huge amount of damage here. Looking for the pineapple recovery, but not going to be able to get it.
Man, Unladen just nicely navigating, getting right above Borb's range, and will use that as a string 2, taking Borb's stock already, though, at 110%. Borb just needs one neutral interaction. That could be Unladen really far down. The down strong actually not managing to find the kill, surprisingly, and Unladen, with all this smoke, can put so much pressure and question into Borb's game plan.
Yeah, but right now, Unladen, with that down tilt up strong hitting them, is going to be in a lot of trouble here. These up airs, just continually throwing them out. Borb not quite ready for them. What a read! Just going straight for the jab down strong of all things.
I mean, it found its mark. Unladen beautifully catching that on Borb. We might be able to see that again, knowing Unladen as a player being very much about the mental as much as combo. Although Borb, no matter how much Unladen is in the head, you can't stop someone throwing repeated punches at you, and Borb currently just juggling Unladen across the stage, not able to find the down throw.
Yeah, but right now, Unladen just trying to get back on, but still, once again, Borb, just so much control. It just feels very, very difficult to see how Unladen brings this one back.
I mean, that's already 2 games to Borb, and right now, this is again loser's side. Will we see Unladen continue through, again, a very familiar face, or Borb, who's in between in the Amis, prove that they are capable of potentially going through to loser's finals?
Yeah, I mean, either way, going to be moving over to a very, very volatile stage, right? Your back's against the wall. You have to be choosing for comfort here. And right now, Unladen, on a stage like Rockwall, incredibly volatile. Honestly, I'm just surprised to see Forsberg come here. But either way, if anyone's going to know why Unladen is going to have an answer.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can already see the backers coming in really early and getting nice kills. Or it might just be the down strong that will take a stock at 83%. That is Rockwall for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Cannot believe that somehow managed to send towards the left. I'm guessing that Borb was throwing out a dash attack that ended up getting caught. But either way, Unladen, very, very strong start. This is the first time we're seeing an early lead from Unladen in a hell of a long time, maybe even the first time for this set. Right now, these edge guards, very textbook, very tried and true. And what in the world was that tongue? That was far from textbook.
But another one right there. That one a little bit more usual, a little bit more expected, and that will be enough to get the kill from for Borb. But we're seeing here, what I find interesting is the past 2 games, whoever got the first stock, by the time the person gets their first kill, they're already 100%. We're seeing that again with Borb, which, as you said, the very first game, whoever gets the kill really seems to run away with it here, and we might be seeing that from Unladen here on Rockwall. Borb getting another tongue, but already has a lot to catch up.
Yeah, but right now, Unladen just trying to get things set up, just really get that smoke set up, get the neutral control set up, and force Borb to just continue to swing at you, right? And right now, no stacked tongues are so important for Borb. Just very, very strong mix-ups, and not going to be able to get the kill just yet. Beautiful stall with the clones. Down strong.
Combined. Borb currently in a very, very bad position at 80%. The back air will find Borb, and so will the blast. So that very, very nice first game on the board for Unladen.
All right, and we've seen one reverse sweep. Can we see another? The question is in the air, but this is the beginning of something new if you're an Unladen fan. All right, and speaking of something new, Spirit Tree, very, very different from the other two stages in terms of layout, but still very, very close blast zones. Just time and time again, just always going for these close blast zones where you can easily carry your opponent off the side. You know, going to Diamond Grove, going to Rockwall, and Spirit Tree, no exception. Borb already at kill percent, 60%. No, that is death percent.
Sometimes that's all you need here. We've seen those backers work last time on Rockwall. All it was 80%.
Oh.
But sometimes it might just be this straight dagger. Borb just surviving though. And Unladen currently again looking for a kill, and the back air will find it. Nice weight, baiting the parry from Borb, and just like that, that's all you need to take one stock.
Yeah, and right now, Unladen just trying to find some way back on stage. Borb, you know, not able to get that ledge trap right now with, oh, you know, a little bit of a lag spike there, but Unladen gonna be able to sneak right back on stage. A beautiful parry, and right now you can see that Unladen's really getting the download on Borb. And, you know, so much more control in this game than we've seen in the first two.
Borb beautifully just avoiding the cave. Unladen, very hard read there, trying to find something. Borb just able to wait that little bit longer, found his own room, but Unladen doesn't care. They're down strong. And, I mean, Unladen's still on 3 stocks, never mind, that is down to 2. But a full stock advantage on Spirit Tree could be really, really difficult to come back from.
Yeah, no punish on the tongue, but honestly, Unladen has so much leeway that it's totally fine to miss a punish or two. One back air going to connect, the next back air going to whiff. But right now, Unladen just trying to get Borb off stage, just continue the ledge trapping that's been working so well for him. Up strong, not going to connect into the knife, so instead going to opt for the up tilt. Right now, Unladen's just trying to get Borb off stage into the blast zone. Beautiful bubble.
Very nicely placed to just save, but that will not save you from the dagger. Very nicely done from Unladen to close out the second game. We saw this from Burning in Your Berry, and now we're seeing this here from Unladen and Borb. This could be a reverse sweep, or this could be a clutch out from Borb.
This is DSR. Oh boy.
Look, they played it. Oh well. You can't.
All right. Well,
now.
DSR in game number 5, and Unladen not perturbed, you know, not going to be, you know, slowed down in the slightest. Now Borb, the one going to be in trouble here, as Unladen, it seems, is looking to rewrite history, trying to get that first stock so quickly. Borb in a lot of trouble. 117%. Scratch that 0% on this frog, as Unladen going to take that first stock as if nothing had ever happened in that first half of the set.
Yeah, Unladen just proving how much they've adapted throughout the set. A very different game than we saw in the first. Unladen taking so much advantage, so much more smoke control than I think we saw last game. We saw it, but Borb was like, not defending it, and you can't defend against those backers. Unladen multiple times a set will find it, and it could be one of the last stocks Borb ever has.
Yeah, and right now, Borb in a lot of trouble. Needs to find some way how to just clear the smoke, clear the air, but I fully charged up strong. Not gonna be able to do it. And the back air gonna take it in like 1:16. Unladen rewriting history and repeating history as we see yet another reverse sweep.
What a beautiful story we're building here. 2 reverse sweeps in a row, and again, DSR didn't really seem to matter to Unladen. Unladen was ready to redeem himself from the first game, and he did. What a beautiful 3 stock to close out that set, and will be advancing.